This sled mother gave birth to 8 cubs in one go. But a long-tailed Jaeger set its sights on her children. It wanted to take advantage of the father's absence to bully the sled mother, protecting all 8 cubs at once. She was overwhelmed. Facing repeated attacks from the Jaeger, she could only resist stubbornly. Can the sled mother successfully protect her 8 children? Not long ago, the sled mother flew back to her nest to care for her cubs. At this time, 5 of the 8 eggs had already hatched. There were still 3 eggs that needed the mother to continue incubating. She gently sheltered her cubs and eggs, keeping them close. With her warm body, she shielded them from the cold. But she didn't notice one egg that had been left in the corner, exposed for too long. It quickly lost its warmth. If it didn't return to its mother's warm embrace soon, the chick inside might die before hatching. Fortunately, the observant sled mother always checked her surroundings. Turning her head, she spotted the forgotten egg in the corner. Still groggy from motherhood, she wondered whose child had been lost. But after checking her own nest, she realized it was hers. Hurriedly, she used her beak to push the egg back under her. Carefully, she embraced it with her warmth. A few days later, the remaining eggs finally hatched. However, each chick was a different size. 2 were almost as big as their mother, while the smallest ones were only half their size. 1 egg still hadn't hatched. This was because each chick's hatching time varied. Sled owls are birds of prey, a type of owl. They lay many eggs, often producing 5-8 in one clutch. And this one, the sled mother gave birth to 8 pups at once. However, this is not the highest record. Some particularly fertile sleds can lay up to 14 eggs. Since sleds lay 1 egg every 2 to 4 days, this results in a gap of several days between each pup's birth, and the ones that have already hatched grow at a very fast pace. As a result, the size difference between the pups becomes noticeable. Even though the sled mother has a large number of pups, the sled father works together with her to raise them. While the sled mother takes care of the pups in the nest, the sled father spends almost 24 hours a day outside, hunting for food, bringing back the prey, and handing it over to the sled mother. However, the sled does not discriminate based on size differences among the pups. It distributes food fairly to each and every one of them. Now, only the last born has yet to hatch. After distributing the food, the sled mother once again tucks the egg and the other pups under her body for warmth, until the last one finally hatches and joins the feeding team. With 8 new mouths to feed, the sled parents feel the increasing pressure. Before the sled father could bring food back, the pups were already opening their mouths, calling for food in unison, forcing the sled father to go out hunting even more frequently, bringing back the captured food as quickly as possible, and immediately setting out again. As the mother, the sled mother also has to bear a lot of pressure. At this time, the sled pups are at their most vulnerable stage. She must stay close to the nest at all times to protect the pups. Although the sled is a bird of prey and has very few natural enemies, cunning predators. When the sled father is not around, predators sneak into the nest to attack the pups. The sled mother senses the danger. To protect her young, she immediately enters combat mode, spreading her wings. She prepares to fend off the attacking skua at any moment. She lets out fierce growls in an attempt to drive the skua away. All the while, she keeps her chicks tightly protected under her body. The clever chicks also sense the danger. They press their heads firmly to the ground, leaving no opportunity for the skua to strike. However, facing repeated attacks leaves the sled mother struggling to protect her young. She dares not recklessly fly out to chase the predator. She is forced to stay within the nest, defending it from all angles. But if this continues, sooner or later, the skua will find an opening. The long-tailed skua has noticed the sled mother's weakness, her reluctance to counterattack. This emboldens the skua to launch attack after attack, seeking a breakthrough. But they completely underestimate a mother's strength. For a mother, her children are her ultimate boundary. At this moment, the sled mother realizes that passive defense is not a solution. Even as she defends, she has been planning a countermeasure. Just as the skua launches another attack, the sled mother accurately predicts its flight path. Then, with a sudden leap, she delivers a fierce bite. The startled skua, having suffered a blow, flees in panic, abandoning its attack. With the intruder driven away, the sled family returns to normal life. The sled father continues his constant foraging, contributing to the survival of the family. Meanwhile, the sled mother remains in the nest, ever watchful over the chicks. On this journey of parenting, the sled parents are like spinning tops, constantly in motion. One provides, the other nurtures, working together to raise their young. Along the way, they may face food shortages, predators. They will work together to face and overcome challenges until their chicks grow up healthy and strong. Once they become fully independent, the parents will finally bid them farewell as they set off on their own journeys, thus fulfilling their life's mission. If you're interested in animal stories, check out my homepage for more.